Hello everyone! In this video I'm going to be playing some Sheep Tag Versus. The objective of this game is to be the team that survives for the longest as the sheep. Once all of your team dies, you become the other team, so since I'm a sheep, I'll become a wolf once every member on my team dies. Whichever team survives the longest wins. So my team here, we'll see in a moment, looks like we have a speed builder. Red, in the time it's taken me to build 20 farms, has somehow built 45, which is unbelievable. Which I think is a pretty good sign at our chances for victory. Of course, that'll also depend heavily on the skill of the wolves. Maybe they'll be able to overcome that. Okay. When building the farm grid, I make sure you leave a 1x1 gap so your sheep can navigate through. And I also strongly recommend using the zoom command to actually be able to see a little bit of your surroundings. The default zoom of like 1200 really just shows you almost nothing at all. Oh, actually, big mistake on my part. Fortunately, I was not punished. Let me sneak in through the right. The objective is, of course, to expand this maze, or not a maze, but expand the farm grid and make it safer. So if I can here, it'd be advantageous to connect it with Purple's farms up here in the north. Never mind, a little bit of a mistake there. I thought that he had a big farm grid. In reality, he had a single line.
Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
Okay, let's just keep building upon this. If possible, you want your farm grid to be connected to the middle of the map so that if any of your allies ever die, you can immediately revive them. But sometimes that isn't realistic, and at a minimum you do still want to work together with other players. It does look like we have one dead ally right now, so I'll see if I'm able to revive him as soon as possible. It does look like Red's managing that at the moment though, so hopefully he'll be successful. One other thing worth mentioning is that when your friendly sheeps die, all of their farms will immediately get destroyed, so try not to rely too much on allied farms. Like for example, if I were standing right here and Purple died, I'd probably end up dying too, because the next nearest surviving farm would be quite a ways away. And the wolves are slightly faster than the sheep. Okay, let's seal this gap here. And it looks like I need one more farm. Then we can lock him in, and there we go. We've now built a little bit of safe distance between this wolf and our little top right farm grid. So 3 minutes in, pretty good sign. In a bad game, your team will usually end up losing within about 2 minutes, so if you made it to the 3-minute mark, odds are you're doing pretty well, or the enemy wolves aren't doing that well.
Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
And yeah, over time, the game will gradually gravitate towards being advantageous for the wolves because they'll get some items that either allow them to immediately kill your farm or kill large batches of farms at the same time.
Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
Okay. I'm not in too much danger at the moment, but it's really going to boil down to what yellow ends up doing on the left. And he's heading to the right. Not the best plan. Okay. What can we do here? Okay, I have a pretty good idea. We'll lock this wolf in using upgraded farms. Upgraded farms take twice as many hits to kill, and they only cost 4 gold to build. So, as long as you have some money, it's a pretty good idea to make them. Let's keep... The south is in an extremely vulnerable position right now. 100% chance that there's a wolf coming through. Okay. So I'm about to die within 1 minute. Well, that's very optimistic. I'll be dead within, 15 seconds most likely. Unless all of the wolves horrifically mess up. Alright. So we're unintentionally here, we're getting a little bit of an extended life. Just keep placing these advanced farms, getting through 160 gold here is not too likely. Also, one other thing worth mentioning is if you guys like my videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're interested in playing some games with me, I do a live stream every Saturday, so make sure you have your notifications set to all to be notified for exactly when the live stream begins.
done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
Oh, and there we go. All right, 4 minutes and 4 seconds. Ultimately, a pretty bad round, but we'll see how it goes. So it's 5v5 still, so yeah. 4 minutes is within the realm of possibility for killing all of the enemies. If you lose within 2, it is very hard to also kill the enemy team within 2. Okay, looking at the farm build speed, they seem to be quite a bit slower than we were, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Okay, seems like a pretty easy kill on Gray here, unless he manages to somehow juke this.
Your blood is mine.
It takes a long time for your wolf to actually line up for the kill until you get a couple of movement speed upgrades. With 0% move speed, your wolf just kind of walks up and doesn't do anything, so it relies on the sheep actually making an error. Which is why the items like the Endurance Aura or Boots of Speed are quite important. Okay, aside from that, with Gray down, we're now looking at a 4v5 game. Pretty nice to have an advantage from the get-go. So yeah, let's just try to surround the sheep and take out their farms. If we don't kill all the sheep within 4 minutes, we lose.
None shall survive.
Okay, green heading over on the left.
At last.
Guess I can buy an Endurance Aura in a moment here. 112 gold is needed for that. That'll give every single ally the benefits of the Endurance Aura, which is 18% attack speed. Auras in this game are fantastic if you're trying to actually beat the game, because the auras will just make it so every teammate kills faster, and since there's usually hundreds of farms that you have to get through, every second that you save is quite valuable. Yeah, images are quite useful for trying to solo out a sheep. Unfortunately though, as you can see there, images don't do any damage at all, so despite the fact that his image could have killed Guppy, if it was a real hero, it ultimately did nothing. Oh, okay. The person who left was the one who is dead.
Run for your life.
2 minutes and 30 seconds remain. The big problem we're going to have is even if we kill green here, it is looking pretty good on that front. The other players in the game are just moving quite far. Light blue is expanding all the way on the right side of the map, so we'll see if we end up having enough time to really do anything. Okay, easy kill on Guppy. There we go. So that takes out, let's just say, a third of the farms. 2 enemy sheeps remain. 1 minute and 58 seconds. Okay, they're both working together. If we can split them up, that'll obviously be nice. Also, one other thing worth mentioning here is you can one-shot the farms with some damage upgrades, but it's quite costly. The damage upgrade we'd need to do that would cost... We'd need 3 claws of attack, so in total we'll need 480 gold. Or, if you buy it using the global purchase command, you pay about a 25% premium, which means you'd actually need 600 gold. Why am I wasting time attacking this? Let me head around. Make another mirror image. Pretty sure my previous one has died by now. Send this image down here.
At last. Quickly, though I be damned.
Okay, 57 seconds remain. I don't think we can even realistically kill Koala within that time, let alone Phoenix.
At last.
Oh, unless... Nah, he's just messing with us there. 30 seconds remaining. Plenty of farms for the sheep to hide in. Yeah, if Phoenix was the last one left, we could probably get like a 3-second victory here. But yeah. Oh well. So that is, that's Sheep Tag Versus. I think it's a pretty interesting concept to have both players play as the sheep for a round. Of course, this game is, well, like most multiplayer games, heavily skewed by the quality of your allies. In this case, it seemed like I had a pretty good one, but we still lost pretty quickly. You can take that how you want. But yeah. So if you like Sheep Tag, I'd recommend checking this out at least once. There's also a version of this that is 12 versus 12, but I find the gameplay is really terrible. Once you have 12 wolves, it just ends up with the sheep dying in like 10 seconds, and it's just awful. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to play some games with me, I do a live stream every Saturday. Make sure you have your notifications set to all, and I will see you guys next time.